Hey, this is Jay Allen from Mornings with Rebecca and Burns on 90.9 KCBI. Today I wanted to share about one of my favorite Bible verses. You've probably seen it on a coffee mug. You've probably seen it on a poster of some guy dunking a basketball. But I promise you, this is so much more than what people think it is. Philippians 4:13 obviously says, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. It's a beautiful verse, but I do want to remind people there's so much more to the story. The context actually starts 3 verses prior to that. It says, I don't say this out of need, for I have learned to be content in whatever circumstances I find myself. I know both how to make do with little and how to make do with a lot. In any and all circumstances, I have learned the secret of being content, whether well-fed or hungry, whether in abundance or in need. I am able to do all things through him who strengthens me. You know, if you were to just look at verse 13, wouldn't Paul have the strength to get out of jail? I mean, he was writing this from prison. This goes so much further. Paul was talking about hunger. He was talking about want. He was talking about poverty. He was talking about all of this. And if you actually look in the original language, it reads more like this. I have strength for all things. Why? Because of Jesus. And so, not to say that using this verse in the context of accomplishing great things in your life is a bad thing. It's not. I know a lot of people that are greatly encouraged by this. They got a big meeting coming up. They got a big game coming up, or they have a big event in their lives, and they remind themselves that they can do all things through Christ who strengthens them. That's a good thing. I just want to remind us that Christ goes beyond that in this passage. Christ gives us the strength to be happy and joyful in all circumstances, to be content, whether we want things or we are having very little, whether we are hungry or we are living in abundance. We can be content through it all. So I want to ask you a question today. What are you going through? Are you going through a hard breakup? Make sure to cling to Christ. Are you going through a scary medical diagnosis? Cling to Christ. He is the life giver. Remember, you can be content in all circumstances because Christ strengthens you.